Hello, everyone. Welcome to the chapter 36 episode of the JoJolanders. It's obviously me and my grandma.
Yep.
Hello, say hello.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, so it's chapter 36 of the JoJolands? Yeah. Usagi Fraud and Suspicion Part 4. So, anything from last time? I know, like, the JoJo magazine came out.
Yeah.
Or something. But I watched, like, a video about it. But other than that, nothing much JoJo related. Yeah, let's get started. So, the cover page this month, I really like it. It's got a lot of personality of the main cast here.
Right.
I gotta say, I'm missing Charming Man more and more every chapter. I hope we see him soon. Hopefully after this arc or something. Maybe we get like a cut over to him.
Or maybe he'll come back and help out.
Maybe. I really like his ability, so I'd like to see more of it. Everyone's got so much personality here. I like it a lot.
Right. I like it too.
So we start off here, and we're seeing more and more onlookers just get like tossed into the alligator enclosure.
And people trying to wangle the alligators.
Yeah, like zookeepers or something.
Right.
And yeah, I remember we were reading this chapter. You counted 9 alligators.
Yes, I did.
For the 9 parts of JoJo, of course. It's interesting though that like so many people are like being tossed into this enclosure. I guess it's just so like the user, as we find out, can get more and more like dead spirits.
Probably.
I guess to use. I'm not sure.
Don't know what this user is.
Yeah, well, it seems. I mean, the main theory seems to be that he's like the hacker guy.
Yeah, and uses dead people.
Right, the guy that actually like took Usagi's family from him. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's him because I feel like he's like he's like the Act 2 villain, you know.
Right.
And I feel like it's still a little early to like find him directly. So I'm betting this is like someone who works for the guy who did the hack, or maybe he is the hacker, but he like works for someone else. I mean, potentially Howler, but it seems like Araki's trying to make us think it's someone else besides Howler.
Right.
So I'm gonna place my bet right now. It's like the CEO of Dolphin Bank or something. You remember Dolphin Bank?
Yeah, I do.
I'm betting it's like that. CEO of Dolphin Bank heard about the land seizure and all that.
The Charming Man portrayed?
He was like, he was like a big financial guy, but he's not the CEO.
Right.
That was like Yokohama or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm betting maybe like Dolphin Bank, since they're a named entity and all that stuff, and they would probably have the resources to know about all of this.
Yeah.
Maybe they heard about the land seizure into Jojo's possession or something and are wanting to get it for themselves, maybe.
Probably. Could be.
Yeah, but I mean, back to the situation. That's going to be my bet, though. So yeah, the gang's talking about...
Or it could be someone that bugged Jojo's phone when he was talking to Rohan.
That is true, because like they had to have done that at some point. It's been 9 months between Act 1 and Act 2, so I guess there's plenty of time for them to have done that. If they like did it directly afterwards, they would have had plenty of time to like bug and even learn about these people.
Right.
Like we see here that they're like using people's inner thoughts and stuff.
Right.
So I mean that's always a possibility. I'm just trying to think of like, you know, people that people and organizations we already know about.
Right.
It's always possible this is a brand new like
could be
group or something. And that like Dolphin Bank is just like a forgotten thing. Ooh, I feel like the bank thing would... It's either that or it's going to be like someone in a public position of power. Because that's been a consistent theme where like enemies have been like people in society, like policemen, lawyers.
Key West make it and
I think the implication is that they're alive. Because they like dropped off Key West and Lame at like a hospital with Lulu. Lulu's gone now. I forgot about that. I forgot Lulu's still like a person, still an existing.
So maybe those 3 are up to something.
It's possible. A police officer and a lawyer would certainly like know how to like bug stuff.
Right.
And like get away with it maybe.
And,
Although this is still someone else besides them, because obviously
but they don't want to be seen, so maybe they have another stand user they're using.
Potentially. I didn't even think about that. I guess yeah, it's possible they could come back as like the people behind this.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's interesting. We'll have to keep an eye out. But I do think it's going to be someone like that, where it's like a position of like societal power, because that's kind of been a consistent theme where it's like billionaires, policemen, lawyers, firefighters, you know, everyone who's meant to like, who is in like a public facing position is like against our team here. Right. So yeah. So they're talking about the stickers and they're like taking a look and all that stuff. And they're like debating, like, did we step on them? How do we get them stuck on us?
The blood, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We realize that we get an interesting thing where we realize Jodio has one as well, but Paco has two.
Yeah.
For some reason. Now, when I read this, I thought it was because he witnessed two murders, or like two deaths, like the mom and the child. But you pointed out that doesn't make sense because Usagi would have like three then, right?
Right.
And I guess maybe he could, but we're not told that, you know?
Well, yeah. And in the pictures of the feed, it didn't look like that.
Yeah. So they've all had it. And then they bring up how it's probably because they stepped in like the blood. And like the blood is part of the stand ability.
Yeah.
Which I guess maybe it's then that like if someone dies.
And does this
Kalakaua Avenue
have something to do with it?
Maybe. I think to me that tells me that they're at least someone native to Hawaii.
Seal and an EP.
Yeah. That at least tells me that it's someone native to Hawaii though. That even their stand has a Hawaiian Avenue on it.
Yeah. Maybe they could be located there?
Maybe. That'd be kind of funny if your stand gave you away because
of your, yeah.
I guess, I mean, if it is like the hacker, that's kind of funny because it's almost like maybe it's part of his stand because he's like never, maybe it's like his mom's house. You know, he's never moved out of his parents' place on Kalakaua Avenue. And so that's why it's like part of his soul. But yeah, so the main gang gets it, and we kind of get this breakdown that like it's possible because of the blood. Like if they step in the blood, then they get a sticker. Which I guess again, I think I was talking about. Maybe it's like if someone dies because of the stand,
right?
Any blood from them is now like a way to spread the stand ability. Like if you interact with it at all, it gets slapped either to the bottom of your feet or
your shoe.
Or probably wherever you touched it, honestly. Yeah. So that's kind of that's an interesting like method of stand, I guess, like infection. I don't know.
Yeah.
Usagi's still talking about evil spirits, and I guess he's technically right, but it's still a stand ability. So I guess it's like a mix of both. It's like a stand that can summon evil spirits or create them.
Yeah.
And they're just breaking down. I mean, it's a lot of like breaking down how the stand ability is going on. And then Dragona is like, I'll peel them off. And which is like, yeah, that's like my first thought I would have had as well.
Right.
Is can I remove it? And obviously, as we could all have guessed, it doesn't go very well. Right. It would have been too easy if we could just do that. I like this panel here where we get like an even closer shot of the sticker. Like I said this last time, but I quite like the design.
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty neat design. It's almost like Dia de los Muertos, like a Day of the Dead type of like skull design. Yeah, and like the crown of fingers, I think is really cool. I still don't really get what the CLEP and stuff has like relation to it, but maybe once we like learn who the user is, it'll make more sense. But predictably, trying to remove them doesn't not go well. It's almost like I can't really tell what it's doing. If it's like a wonder of you type of thing, where like Dragona tries to remove the stickers, but it forces her stand to do something else.
Yeah.
Because her stand all of a sudden starts breaking apart the wire on the elephant enclosure.
Yeah.
Almost without like her
sliding the...
almost without like her like cognizantly doing it.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it looks like they're doing.
Yeah. Which is kind of weird, because it's like you try and remove the sticker, but then something bad happens. Either that or, I don't know. It's really weird. Because it's almost like a separate ability.
Right.
Although I guess as soon as she tries to remove it, like, she instantly gets, like, attacked. But I don't know. It's kind of weird. So I guess it, like, forces you to, like, put yourself in harm's way if you do it. Because, yeah, they're like, trying to get Dragona out of the fence and all that stuff. And then we start getting another insight into the character. Jodio is the one that's behind Dragona, which then he gets turned into the little boy that died because Paco knocked him down. So we learn about Dragona's first relationship with a boy.
Who even owned a racehorse?
Which is kind of funny. Maybe he...
Right.
So, yeah. So it talks about how much, like, he, like, love bombed her. Talking about, but then Dragona would swipe money from his bedroom.
Right, to touch up her jawline.
Money to, like, give herself beauty enhancements and stuff. But, I mean, there could be a lot of reasons why Dragona did this. Besides just, like, I mean, Dragona has shown, like, a history of, like, greedy behavior.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. How do you feel? What do you think about it in terms of, like, Dragona's character?
Why she stole the money?
Yeah.
Maybe she felt that he had plenty, so she could help herself to what she wanted.
It could be. He has so much that, like, me taking a little bit here and there
wasn't gonna hurt.
Yeah, that's true. I could see that being. I mean, like I said, who owns a racehorse? Like that tells me he's kind of potentially a relatively wealthy man.
Right.
We also don't know how old he was.
No.
We don't know if this was like an age gap thing
or
where,
he
like,
was older.
Like maybe he was like in like late high school or something, and she was in like earlier high school. I don't know. And then the implication is that when he found out, he essayed her. Because, that's why he had his fun with you for a while and dumped. Either that or, like, he found out and then just strung her along for a little bit before just dumping her.
Yeah, to see what he could get out of her.
Yeah, maybe. First love, wasn't he? Man, talk about a shit way to start off the prime of your youth. And then I think, I feel comfortable thinking that this is a gender confirmation for Dragona. Because all of these characters, as I explained while we were reading the chapter, all of these characters, the stand has talked to them like their inner thoughts,
right?
Like their
What's
inner
deep
consciousness.
down inside.
Yeah, and we even get like confirmation from that from Jodio later that it's like reading their inner consciousness. And Dragona, well, the stand calls her big sis Dragona, which tells me that Dragona views. Either because Dragona doesn't seem to correct Jodio at all for calling
her big bro.
Maybe it's just that Dragona accepts either pronouns.
Could be.
Either that or Dragona views herself as she, her, but is okay with Jodio just still calling her big bro.
Yeah.
Maybe because he's known her by big bro for much longer. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then we have another line here. Not going to be accomplishing any goals you set out to do starting from that shit. You've got to start from scratch.
And then you turn back.
Yeah, so it can attack.
Yeah.
I'm just that line. I just want to see if there's anything like important about it.
Start from scratch.
I mean, obviously the stand like talks shit to them to get them to turn around, so it's not necessarily true. But I wonder if like, no. Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll move past it for now. Interesting thing is that apparently you can dodge these attacks.
Yeah.
Because Jodio and the gang pulled Dragona out of the attack. Because it's almost like the stand's like about to hit her.
Right.
And then they pull her out, which is interesting. It's not like a guaranteed attack, and it hits the elephant. And then this is fucking crazy that the elephants just like rammed them basically.
Right.
Oh my god. Like the fact that any of them survived this is a bit of JoJo's bizarreness, but
yeah.
I mean, this is kind of an iconic moment already. Like I'm gonna be thinking about the elephant ramming for a while during part 9.
Who's that said it's Jojo's turn next?
That's the dead kid that was talking to Dragona. Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I really like this. It's also it's pretty cool seeing Araki draw all these animals pretty well actually as well.
Yeah.
So I know sometimes people joke about his dogs looking a little goofy, like part 8 especially, but I think the animals look pretty nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone gets their shit rocked by the elephant, and then we get an important thing that I guess people might have been asking is, oh, just remove your shoe. No, it sticks to where it contacted you.
On her foot.
Yeah.
Because her shoe flew off.
Yep. Exactly. I guess, I mean, I wasn't really asking that question. I just assumed it was like usual JoJo shenanigans where they just keep their clothes on. But I guess this is important confirmation that it's
gone from the shoe and on
right,
her foot. Yeah.
Right. They're about to get rammed by another elephant again until Jodio pulls out November Rain and I guess just stops it or something. I don't stops the elephant. It doesn't seem like he like crushes it, but it seems like he like paralyzes it or something. Because it just I mean, it just like slams down, right? But it doesn't like keep moving. So I guess he's like holding it in place, maybe. And they're talking about peeling the stickers off, right?
You gotta get them off now.
Yep. Jodio tries pulling them off with himself, seeing if maybe someone else can do it, I guess.
Yep.
And then he starts to go under attack by the stand.
Yeah, he does. And it's the same Jodio or Dragona's boyfriend about.
Yeah, and this one's pretty cool. It's about so they talk about how Jodio after they broke up, it seemed like he always despised Jodio. Like he just didn't like him in general. But it seemed like after he broke up with Dragona, he like took her like little like pendant thing she always has.
Yeah. And Jodio went to get it back.
Yeah.
But this one where he says, try to peel the stickers off if you can, that is. That's cool.
And then, I just thought of something. Okay, so Jodio goes back. So Jodio goes to his house and is like, hey, how does he have the right to like judge somebody, look down on them?
Yep.
Give me Dragona's pendant. Give me her pendant. And the dude has a gun, which also tells me he's older.
Right.
Which, maybe he was like a college kid while Dragona was in high school.
Could be.
Or something. I don't know. Jodio doesn't look that different. So it could just be like a slightly older.
He does look older.
He does, true. With like the hair and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like at best he's like Dragona. Like they got together when Dragona was 18 or something.
Well, he
at
might
best.
be.
No.
He might be a college kid. Like.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say.
Right.
I feel like at best, because it's hard to say because he's Dragona's first relationship or first love, as they say. Which, I mean, I guess it's always possible that Dragona didn't like meet someone because of high school until like she turned 18 and like met someone at like maybe just at work or something. I don't know. But either way, right. So he gets. He's like, give me her amulet. Heard you hit my right. So already some domestic abuse was involved as well.
Right.
Yeah. So Jodio's like, give me the pendant. I don't care. Please give me the pendant. He even offers to like pay him back.
Right. And he doesn't want the money.
I don't want it. I consider that a payment for having fun with me. Oh, right. Wait. Yeah, so he's like, I'll keep in the pendant as like a whatever.
Yeah.
And then Jodio goes to, just enters his house, walks past him and breaks his hand or goes through his hand like he did Bobby Jean.
Right.
With the raindrop, and the guy's in pain, but I guess Jodio underestimates him because he gets the pendant and he starts to leave, and then he just gets shot in the back, which like in like a place that I assume would have paralyzed him, but as the ghost says, it like just missed his vitals.
Right. Managed to get out with his life.
And obviously they were legally considered legitimate self-defense, probably because it was ruled as just robbery, as like a robbery attempt.
Right, because Jodio was in his place.
Yep. To take back that thing. And I think this is the first time we see Jodio's star.
Yeah.
On the next page, which is kind of cool. But I think this is interesting here. So the ghost says, seriously, all these systems and rules in society, there's some real messed up parts to them, ain't there? Which is like, isn't that kind of the mechanisms that Jodio was talking about in like chapter 1? So. Is like all these systems and rules?
Yep, I believe so.
So it's interesting that Jodio believes these mechanisms are like the ultimate power, but also thinks that like there's, well, I mean, I guess it's not like mutually exclusive, right? He can think that mechanisms are the ultimate power while also thinking that some of them are fucked up.
Right. And
leaves him enraged. He's just mad at the unfairness of society.
Yeah.
And they bring up the school bus fire as well. You look back. I also think part of the rage, now this isn't said, but part of me kind of thinks that with how confident Jodio was strutting up to this place, something tells me that Jodio got really used to just being able to just overpower people because of his stand.
Right.
And stand up for the people that he cares about, like Dragona.
Right.
Like with the school bus thing, as they mentioned, it's like, okay, Dragona was getting bullied, so Jodio stepped in, set the bus on fire, and then assumedly either Dragona was like saved in some way. I assume Dragona still experienced some bullying, but the fact is that Jodio definitely stood up for Dragona.
But this is really cool. We're the stickers of evil spirits.
Like Usagi said.
Yeah.
And also there's more dead people.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like because Jodio was not turning around, it kept piling on dead spirits.
Right.
But what I was saying is, I think this might be the first time Jodio actually couldn't protect Dragona.
Right.
Like he walked in there, he was like, I'm taking the pendant, broke the guy's hand. The guy switched to his other hand and shot him without Jodio even really thinking about that was an option. And I think this might be the first time Jodio like failed to protect Dragona.
Right. It could be. So maybe that weighs on him.
Yeah, probably.
So that's what's deep down in his.
Mm-hmm. And then as he's trying to pull off the sticker, obviously he looks back, and as he's trying to pull off the sticker, more elephants come and try to ram him. It's interesting though is that Jodio looks back, but he's not like attacked as far as we can see.
Right. Except for by the elephants.
Wait, maybe. No, yeah.
Well,
it's because he's not like swiped or anything like everyone else was, you know.
Right.
It's like just like the same thing that happened with Dragona, where he tries to pull the stickers off, but then the elephants just like try and ram him, like the Wonder of You type of thing.
True.
It's really weird. That's Dragona's. Okay. I wonder why Jodio wasn't like directly swiped or attacked or something. Because obviously, and then we have a clutch moment from Usagi, where the Mate Kudasai turns into wire rope to stop the elephants.
Yeah.
Again, it's kind of different. Where like now Usagi is like, "Tell me you want it,"
and before
it was always, "I want XYZ" or whatever.
Yeah.
Which I mean, we kind of already learned he could do because of the people in the car thing at Act 2, start of Act 2. But I think it's pretty interesting that we see it again, and I still wonder like what changed about it.
Right.
But the Mate Kudasai basically turns into a fence, which is really cool. This is pretty cool. I can imagine how this would look animated, and it's a pretty neat idea. So yeah, they tell them to move and get out of the way, right? Get under the trees, etc.
Yep. Get out of the way.
Yeah, and I assume the elephants like move and redirect themselves from the rope. The fact that the Mate Kudasai can stop like a horde of elephants is pretty sick. And now they're questioning, like, how do we get these off? They're using dead people to attack us. And then they have some strength, the spirits do. I wonder if, like, the strength is just about as much as, like, a normal person, you know?
Could be. But they seem to pull out the inner thoughts of them that makes them weaker.
Yeah, true. Yeah, maybe it's less that they're strong and just, like, they make the people weak enough to...
Do what they can.
Yeah. They use dead people to find the feelings hidden in the hearts.
Dragona says they do have some strength.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't know.
And now they can, I mean, this is kind of now we kind of reiterate what we kind of learned last chapter, where like the person's after the code and the lava rock and stuff like that. Kind of stuff we already knew, but I guess it's important to reiterate.
Right.
That they heard the code, they're trying to find out. I mean, I guess it's an insight that they're trying to find out what the code is, like if any of them know what the code is, which is kind of a cool idea. It makes sense then why if they would maybe send this stand user in particular.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not even the hacker. Maybe it's just like, okay, I'm giving you information, go attack them, get what they know about the code, and report back.
Could be.
Because this is a pretty good interrogation stand.
Yeah. Because Jodio's sure that they heard.
Yeah. So now, we talk about how they are trying to use them to find out what the code is.
And the location of you know what.
Yep, the lava rocks, of course.
Yeah.
And then Jodio gets a epiphany. You know, he gets a, oh, I've got it moment where he's like, okay, he instantly is trying to find the next location to get the stuff removed, and obviously now we know he's looking at the lion exhibit on the map.
Right. Because they got to get these things off.
Yep, and he starts just bum rushing it, and then Usagi's like, I'll help, and this is pretty cool. While Jodio's running, he's like, I need 5 or 6 lithium-ion batteries, and I want them right now. And then we get another look at their bottom of their feet, kind of see who has, reminder we got the stickers. Kind of a cool shot. Still wonder why Paco has 2, but I guess probably he just stepped in multiple things of blood, I guess.
Or it could be something else.
Maybe it could be something else.
Because he's got 2 on his foot, and
everyone else assumedly only has 1.
Well, you can't see Jodio's.
You can't see Jodio's, which might be a reason. Maybe it's maybe he has like multiple or something. Sticker stand, if we can't get them off with our fingers, then we just need to get someone else to... Yep. And then we hop in, and this is a really cool shot of this double-page spread of Jodio hopping into the lion enclosure. It's really cool. Yep, he only has 1. We see on the bottom of his shoe. Like, I love this shot. It's a really cool...
And they're sleeping.
Yep.
For now.
Get someone... Yeah, and then he's talking about getting them to bite the bottom of his shoe, and I assume maybe try and burn it off too. The fact that he wants the lithium-ion batteries to like inflame or like blow up or whatever. So I guess maybe he's like, okay, maybe they can get it off by biting it off, or maybe like burning it off.
Well, yeah, because that was why if you say a creature with fangs were to bite them with force, it would make them ignite.
Yeah.
Inside of its mouth.
I don't know if biting it off will work because, I mean, Dragona's shoe came off and it was still attached to her foot. But maybe burning it off might be an option.
And that could be.
And then, obviously, we get an awesome Paco moment where he's like, if you're down, I'm down.
Whatever you're up for, I'm up for.
And, of course, we get a Rocky fun facts about lions that he learned. But he looks at things from an unconventional angle as we end off the chapter. I wonder if Jodio is like, I can't get a person to do it because it's like the guilt of human consciousness and stuff. But animals don't have that, I guess. Maybe you need to be free of like guilt or free of inner like greed or something. I don't know, to be able to remove them. But the
stand person or whatever was having the elephants and the alligators attack.
Oh yeah, but
So,
it might just be like, oh, true. That is a good point. And also, if I'm the stand user, I would not lead them to an area that would have things I couldn't control. You know?
like lion.
Yeah, every stand user is always like prep time. You know, like I
Yeah.
need to get them in an area that I will have like control over the pieces so I can win.
Well, maybe Jojo thinks he can control him with the November rain.
Maybe. I don't know. This chapter made me a lot more interested in this stand fight.
Yeah.
I was like, whatever for most of it, but this chapter has got me a lot more engaged now. Especially with like the whole thing with like the Dragona's boyfriend or whatever. That was a pretty interesting like flashback,
Background, yeah.
and I wonder if that's gonna get like brought up again or something. But yeah, I'm now that we're starting to get like a bunch of the cast involved and it's starting to show how much of a threat it really is. I'm really liking this stand fight so far.
Yeah.
I don't know what to call it, but maybe we'll get an official stand name at some point. We never really got one for the Lame Shebang Key West and stuff until like the volume notes, so this
Yeah.
might be the same. We have not been getting a whole lot of like stand names aside from like at least in the actual like manga.
No.
It's been like volume note stuff, but yeah. I really like good chapter. Good chapter.
I agree. I like it.
I'd rate it like a 9 or something. It was pretty fast paced.
It was
A lot of good action.
a lot of cool. I mean, the drawings were cool.
Oh my god, yeah, the art was really good this chapter.
It was.
All of his drawings of the animals and stuff. Araki's gotten a lot better at drawing animals. Yeah. I think that's gonna call it here for this episode of the JoJolanders.
And I agree.
Any final thoughts?
An 8.5 or a 9, yes. Can't wait to see what happens next. I mean, if the lions are gonna come after him, or
I wonder if Paco's strong enough to stop a lion. He was strong enough to stop an alligator,
yeah,
so maybe. That'd be pretty cool.
that would be cool.
It's interesting that November Rain couldn't stop an elephant, it seems. Or, like, couldn't, like, fully take down an elephant. So there's, like, some limit, I guess.
I guess.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we'll call it there.
All right.
Thanks for listening to this episode, and we will catch you next month.
Catch you next month.